All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up here. So first of all, I just wanted to thank all of you for coming, all of you in person, all of you that have been joining us over the live stream. You know, when I first opened the summit yesterday, I talked about forging connections. And so I certainly know we as Googlers, we feel like we've gotten to know you guys really well. The feedback that you've shared with us personally or through your questions is definitely feedback that we're going to take back to our product teams. It's certainly feedback that we really value. I was talking to Sai yesterday, who did the dynamic remarketing presentation. He was just saying how it was so good to be able to, you know, talk to the people that are actually implementing these features, you know, face to face, you know, knowing what the asks are, what the pain points are. So it's certainly been valuable to have your questions and all your feedback here. But then I also hope that you've been able to forge connections with each other. I think you guys have been having a lot of fun, at least that's how it appears. So hopefully you've met some friends here, maybe people you can keep in touch with, maybe folks that have, you know, similar opportunities and challenges to you. So the connections that you've made in the past 2 days, you know, we certainly would love those connections to continue on, you know, past today. And one way that they can do that is connecting with us on the channels that we've been mentioning over the past 2 days. So I wanted to kind of go through those just really quickly. So the AdWords community, so you've been hearing people mentioning top contributors and rising stars. So those are folks that are involved in the AdWords community. So I know a lot of you are involved in the partners community, which is on Google+. The AdWords community is separate from that, but we definitely coordinate efforts. But the AdWords community is not just a place where, it's not just a forum where folks can come in, random folks, and really just ask a question. Certainly people do that. They use it as their channel to get resolution on issues they might be having. But sort of bigger than that, it's really a place where you can learn from others and you can sort of strategize and, you know, give some of the tips and tricks that you've been learning today. It's also a great way for you to share your knowledge. Prakash here, he writes a lot of user articles for us on the community. So it's a great way to share learnings for you to be able to distill stuff. And those articles that we get in the community are often things that we're sharing on our social channels because we really want to promote content that, you know, is written from the voice of people that are using AdWords and not just coming from Google, not just another blog post. So that's definitely in place. So the AdWords community, if you're not a member of the community, I would definitely encourage you to sign up. It's just en.adwords-community.com. Just a quick sign in there. So the AdWords community, we have these 2 different roles that I was just mentioning, top contributor and rising star. So these are not like immediate roles that you can earn. They're definitely sort of things that, you know, through your contribution to the community, you can aspire to. So the top contributor role, Jack and John, who presented, are top contributors in the AdWords community. So listed are a few of kind of the perks of being a top contributor, but the main thing that we really value top contributors for is they really, in an intimate setting, can provide feedback to product managers and product teams. So we often pre-brief them on launches that are coming down the pipeline with the product and allow them to like beta test and provide feedback to the product managers. I was having lunch the other day with John Diorio, who's one of our product managers who focuses on reporting, and you know, he was telling me about all the great feedback that he gets from top contributors and how easy it is to collect their feedback and how honest and candid they are. So we really, you know, the top contributors are a great tool for us to get feedback. And then sort of the rising stars are folks that are sort of, I would say, like budding top contributors. So folks that aren't yet having the name top contributors, but are certainly contributing a lot. So on the community, there's a private board with Googlers and the rising stars to be able to communicate there. So it's certainly rising stars, a distinction that sort of allows you to give feedback in an intimate way, and the top contributors, like I say, are a very kind of like trusted group of AdWords advertisers that we pull from. So that's kind of the community, but our team, Kathleen, Nadia, and Agata, and myself, we are just as equally enthusiastic about social. So if you're posting on the community, if you're tweeting at us, at AdWords, if you're posting on the Google Ads, Google Plus page, that's all our team, the same people. So it's not random people here and there. So we definitely view it kind of as an ecosystem. We want all of these social channels in the community to be places that you can go to, one, get support if you are having an issue, if you have a question, and two, for you to learn about the product. So, you know, if you have a quick question, just send us a tweet. You know, if you're on the Google Ads, Google Plus page, and you're reading about a new product feature and you have a question, just leave it as a comment. We'll respond right there. So there's no need to kind of like collect all your questions, call us on the phone. You can certainly do that if you want to. But we do have these social channels, and we are there. We are actively engaged in supporting you. If you leave us a comment on a YouTube video, or a question rather, we are looking at all those avenues, and we're certainly trying to support you and trying to provide information about the product and what's coming down the pipeline. And then finally, this is a pretty exciting announcement for us, at least. Y'all may be less excited, but it's something that was announced last week publicly, but as AdWords, we haven't announced it yet, so this is kind of exciting. But Google AdWords, we were named one of the 10 best web support sites by the Association of Support Professionals for 2014. So we're really excited about that. This past year, I would say we put a lot of effort into just our online, like I said, ecosystem of community, social channels, our help center. We've really put a lot of effort on making it useful, taking your feedback, changing things that don't work, you know, taking your feedback of what you want to see and trying to make that become a reality. So maybe this word in some way shows that. And for all of you that are involved in the community, or for those of you that tweeted us a lot, or you know, your Google partners and you're involved there, we really thank you, because your contribution and your engagement are the reason that we've been able to achieve that. So at this point, we're going to say ta-ta and farewell to the folks that are joining us on the live stream, and I'm going to share some other